All right, if you're going to be in Lake Orion, you are going to smell some of the best barbecue you could ever imagine this weekend at the 5th Annual Michigan Rib Fest. It's a 4-day event, kicks off tomorrow, the 4th of July, and here to tell us all about it is event producer John, I'm Bonanchek. Thank you very much. I could have just been bold and jumped out there, but I would have butchered that. Sorry, John.
It's all good.
And Enrique Vega, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. You're based out of Texas, but you're here in Michigan. What brings you back?
I just wanted to bring great food to the Michigan fans.
All right.
I mean,
so you are a pit master, and you already have some ribs here.
Yes,
Let's
we do.
Jump in and talk a little bit about these ribs, and of course, John, we want to talk about the Michigan Rib Fest. These ribs, what kind are they? And
they are St. Louis cut ribs. They're strictly picked by us. We slather them with our rub, and then we cook them for about 4 hours, and we make them real special for the customers.
So what's the key to great ribs? I mean, people at home are making ribs. They can't always have, Enrique Vega's ribs.
Low and slow.
Okay, so low and slow. But you often hear it's like, oh well, you got to do it until a bit of the bone comes out. I mean,
you gotta start seeing the bone start curving and stuff. That's when you can start seeing it's done. But also, you just got to make sure it doesn't dry out on you, so that's why I say low and slow.
Low and slow.
Make it so good you'll moan.
Make it so good you'll moan. Okay. So John, tell us a little bit about the Michigan Rib Fest. How many folks are you going to have there, and what can people expect when they come out?
Right. Well, we're very excited. We're in Lake Orion at Canterbury Village for 4 days, starting this Thursday at noon. And they can expect everything they've expected for the past 5 years. We have amazing pit masters, not only from the state of Michigan, but as in Enrique's case, from all over the country. And really, Rib Fest has become Detroit's premier barbecue festival, particularly for ribs. So whether you like them dry, whether you like them with barbecue sauce, we've got every type of rib that you could ever desire this weekend at Rib Fest.
And we know there are different types of ribs. I mean, if you like ribs, if you like barbecue, there's St. Louis style or Kansas City, there's North Carolina,
exactly.
there's Texas. You're from Fort Worth, Texas. Let me guess what style you do.
We do Texas style, but we do a cut from St. Louis. It's a St. Louis cut, but we are Texas style, which we like it wet.
All right. So I was just going to ask you what you like about the Texas style and what makes that Texas style a step above all the other
we
ones.
use barbecue sauce, and it's tomato based. It's not that. You got the Carolina, which is mustard based all over. But at the Rib Fest this year, we do have people from all over the country, though. So. And
John, how much does it cost to get in? And will people be able to taste? Is there like a tasting thing, or is each station separate?
Each station is separate. It's only $3 to get in. Children 12 and under are free. Any active duty military personnel are also free, as we are supporting our troops this weekend. And we have teamed up with Crown Royal to actually support the troops internationally. Folks will be on hand from Crown Royal for the Purple Bag Project, where attendees will be able to write a note to an active duty service member, and then Crown Royal puts some really cool stuff in the bag and sends the letters and stuff off to troops. So you'll be able to support the troops while eating some great ribs this weekend for sure.
And having a great time. Kevin says the weather's going to be nice and warm for us this weekend. We had all the information on the screen. It's also on our website. Enrique Vega, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Can I steal a piece
Yeah.
of this? And John, thank you so much.
Thank you for
real
having
pleasure.
us.
Again, it's Michigan Rib Fest. And Kevin, I think you have some work to do. I have some work to do here too. So
I know.
What is it? Ribs that'll make you moan.
There we go. I'm gonna put a little bit of barbecue
Keep
sauce
your mic
on. Like
open.
I said,